Good morning, everyone. It's the Todd and Erin morning stream on GetPartDaily.com. Thanks for joining us. I've been waiting all night to show you a video.
You were so excited about this. I know you do a lot of viral videos, but this one was epic for you. Why?
You are going to love it because New England
Okay.
had the blizzard. My sister said they got their
Yeah, there were
something
6 feet,
handed to them.
6 feet in some places, yeah.
Right. And so you think about the roads a lot, right?
Mhm.
And you think about getting to work and stuff, but you don't think about the trains.
Oh, man.
Watch this.
Everyone's waiting at the train depot, and
Well,
now
just wait for it. Just wait.
gray, oh my, the snow's going everywhere.
Here comes the drift.
That's like, what, 25 feet high?
It's taller than the train. And look at
Everybody is
white-hatted
suddenly realizing, I'm going to get nailed.
boom.
Oh.
And there goes the camera.
And the person taking the video is like total whiteout. That's awesome. That must have knocked him right off his feet.
Awesome is that? Okay.
You're dark.
Let's let this flow over you like art, okay?
It kind of is.
So the train's coming into the station.
That white hat girl does not understand what's going to happen to her.
She's on her
does she?
phone. This is a lesson for everyone. She's not filming it. She's texting someone. How fast can you text, I'm going to die?
Yeah, pretty much.
Here it is.
I still respect the guy though,
Boom.
who's filming this, even though he knows he's totally going to get taken out by
But
this.
see, he holds fast. He's holding fast.
Well, you know.
Oh.
Oh, and that was that's like
Oh.
chunks of snow.
Oh, that was good. We should end the show. Thanks very much. It's Todd and Erin Morning Stream.
By the way, if you ever
Good.
miss any of the videos that we're talking about, or if you're listening to us, you can always go to getpartdaily.com. Every day, all the shows are up there, and you can catch something over again if you need to.
All right, I have another.
Okay, hit me.
Just watch. Here it is. If you have the boom gene, you will enjoy this NASA test firing
Wow.
a big rocket.
How is that thing staying on
Look
the
at
ground?
the rainbow on the top left.
Because of all the vapor. Yeah, that's amazing.
Now, I've seen Thiokol do them out west, and they're big, but there's nothing like the size of this thing.
This is such a guy thing. You
Look,
know
there's
that,
the
right?
rainbow again.
This is such a guy thing.
Oh, there's a pot of gold somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're totally secretly hoping that thing's going to blow up right now, aren't you?
No.
You are totally secretly hoping that's going
No.
to happen.
Not at all.
You
Oh.
Liar
We should
face.
stop the show right there. Todd and Erin, Morning Stream. See you
Maybe
back.
we shouldn't, because
All right.
you do have an issue, and I think it does have to be addressed.
I went
I
on
say
Facebook.
this with love.
Went on Facebook last night, and well, what haven't I shared on Facebook? You always see people asking for medical advice, and I always chime in with, "No one online is a doctor. You should go see a real one." So on Facebook, I put up the fact that about 4 weeks ago, suddenly,
Just about the time we started the show.
my
Yeah.
deodorant stopped working.
You're the smelly guy. And I love you. I'm saying this as your wife and as loving you as I do. You're the smelly guy now that people don't want to stand next to at the DMV.
And have I been the smelly guy before?
Never! You have exquisite hygiene. People may not know that from looking at you, but it's true. It is. But the smelly thing. So,
And
what did you see?
You know what? Just to prove my point, the guys in the control room, guys, knock if I have a problem.
No, that'll be nice.
Oh, from the office as well?
That must have been Patrick, our news director. That's nice. Thanks, guys, for the enthusiasm. But at least you know that you
That's the
have a
Todd and
problem.
Erin morning stream. We're going to wrap it up here.
Now
Let's
you
go to
know you
Facebook.
have a problem,
I
and
do have
maybe
a
you can
problem.
work with it. There were some
Yeah.
actually pretty good ones. One person said that you need to shave your underarms because they're saying that all the hair, well, no, but think about it. The hair is capturing the bacteria, and that's what's holding it, making it worse. So your antiperspirant has to like fight through all the hair like a little forest in order to get to the skin. So if you shave your underarms, it doesn't have that problem. What are you looking at me like that for? I'm trying to help.
We're going to just tidy up like legs and everything.
Well, why not?
This person said, take the soap out of the wrapper. Screw you.
This is normal. Your body adapts to the deodorant and stops working. And when you do that, you have to compare what the labels of what you've been using and then try something sort of opposite because your body's chemistry has overcome, I guess, the power of those ingredients.
Menopause.
That's not going to work for you, but okay. Zinc. People are talking about zinc paste. They say take some zinc tablets, and then also there's some, I guess you can use in topical form on your underarms.
Did you mention the thing about trying not using deodorant for 5 days.
And it's supposed to reset your body chemistry so that it can work again.
I will live in a cave as a hermit in the West Desert.
I love you, but I don't think I could take you.
I
5
couldn't
days.
take. I smell like a rugby team's locker room at this point, and I apologize to the control room and the smart butt in the other room
Who's sitting?
too.
Who's sitting next to you?
But
Who's
you love
closest
me.
Not that much.
So
I
anyway,
really want you to find something new.
zinc. I guess that's the thing.
Oh,
and
maybe
then
we'll try zinc. Yeah.
Bunch of really rude comments.
They say maybe it's thyroid, but yeah,
Thanks
the one
for
going
sharing.
without, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen.
I can't. No.
And this is like 30 minutes after I shower.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating.
If you can help, just go on Todd and Erin's Facebook.
Facebook Live, we'd love to have some opinions from you. Anything could help at this point because he's the smelly guy. And I even tried getting some like of the industrial strength, like, acid kind of thing that might eat away part of his skin. I don't know. One person did say this, and it's interesting. Botox does work, and I've heard this before. People who have nervous sweat on their hands and underarms, they say that it deactivates basically the sweat gland.
And then my pits won't wrinkle. Who doesn't want that?
You would have smooth, beautiful pits.
Right?
Okay, explain this thing about the unicorn tears, because you're always trying something freaky and new on me in terms of beverages.
Roll it.
I don't understand what this is.
Well, it's a beautiful new beverage.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the
blue.
unicorn.
Isn't that pretty?
Now wait for the magic here.
Shake to sparkle.
It's $10.
Okay.
Non-alcoholic, no caffeine. Look at that.
Why would I want to drink it if it doesn't have alcohol or caffeine?
That looks like a wave machine from the 70s. Look
Ooh,
at that.
That is very beautiful. Iridescent and swirly.
The blue, I think, is the one I would go with.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
It's this beautiful pale Mediterranean blue.
So
it's swirly.
You can use it as a mixer.
Okay.
You can put it in a beverage glass because everyone uses those kind of glasses.
Of course.
And then you mix a beverage of your choice in with it.
Uh-huh. And what is that on top?
That is more of the glitter.
There's glitter in it?
Yeah.
You're drinking glitter.
Well, the two words you don't want to hear at the same time are edible glitter.
Do you know what the next morning is going to be like? Perhaps you've mixed this and had a cocktail or two.
Well, what do you call glitter?
It's the herpes of craft supplies. It's the one thing you can never get out of the carpet. You can never get out of the upholstery.
Or your colon.
It's vile. Now, and for that to be edible glitter, that's the micro glitter, which cannot be picked up by any vacuum.
I would say you'd be having that fantastic effect for at least 2 weeks.
That is so creepy.
And then you have to call someone in to look at it because, right? It's glitter.
Don't call me in.
It's like a party in the bowl.
You know what? This is like the time that you forgot that you had beats the night before and you screamed and you made me come in.
I thought I was dying.
Yeah, that
It's
was
true.
awesome. Unicorns. Okay.
All right.
Anything involving unicorns, unicorns tears.
Enjoy those tears.
In case you want them. Maybe we should go to some real news. Let's go to Daisy in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She's brought to you by Robert J. DeBry. They've got offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and down in St. George. If you need help, you can just go to robertdebry.com for more information. And also by Brent Brown Toyota, serving Utah County. They will bend over backwards for you. If you need to find out some information about some of their new cars, just go to brentbrowntoyota.com. Daisy, darling, what is going on?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Happy Thursday, everyone. Here's what's making news in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. A Salt Lake City bicyclist is in critical condition after being hit by a suspected DUI driver early Thursday morning. It happened about 1:30 a.m. at the intersection of 1700 South and 900 West. Police tell Gephardt Daily the bicyclist was heading through the intersection when the impaired driver of a Ford Bronco ran the red light and hit the bike broadside. The bicyclist was taken to IMC with life-threatening injuries. The driver of the Bronco actually ran from the vehicle after the crash and had to be chased down by police. And a bombshell announcement out of Provo Wednesday evening with the news of the resignation of Police Chief John King. A spokesman for the mayor's office said King was asked to resign due to a sexual assault allegation lodged against him back in February. The Salt Lake City County District Attorney's Office had been asked to investigate the case, but opted not to file charges. Provo Mayor John Curtis, however, said there were enough red flags to ask for King's resignation. And the LDS Church has released a statement about the LDS missionary caught on video as he warded off 2 armed robbers in the streets of Manaus, Brazil. The church says statement, quote, We are grateful this incident did not end tragically, either for the missionaries or the other individuals involved. The guide given to missionaries is to avoid conflict. Every situation is unique, and as adults, missionaries must make decisions about their safety. In this case, the assailant had a weapon, and the missionary reacted in the moment to protect his life and that of his companion. And now a quick look at today's weather. The temperatures Thursday morning in the mid-40s along the Wasatch. Highs expected to hit mid-70s later today and upper 70s by tomorrow. And the weekend's looking nice too. Todd and Erin, back to you.
Thank you, Daisy. Okay, I came upon Zydeco at a certain time in my life when everything was very emotional and had broken up with an ex-boyfriend. This is way before you, and
You
all
dated?
the happiness.
You
that
dated
has been
before
ours.
me?
No, not seriously, because no one ever could compare. But anyway, the important thing is that I went to see a girlfriend down in New Orleans, and she introduced me to Zydeco music, and she said, "This is the thing that is all the love and the angst and the passion and the sorrow of life." And once you're into it, you're totally into it. Now, Terrence Simeon, who was basically my gateway drug, is actually going to be up at the Egyptian Theater in Park City this weekend.
We got to talk to him.
I still remember the first time I heard Terrence Simeon, and it was with a friend of mine who was Cajun, and she said, "I know you're sad, I know you're depressed," because I'd flown down to see her after breaking up with my fiance, and she goes, "You were gonna dance through your pain." And she took me to see Terrence, and I finally got it. It was like a revelation that music can actually heal, that it can uplift. And this is exactly what you've been doing now, Terrence, for what, 30 years?
Well, since 1981 now, it's 35 years we've been performing and traveling with the music all over the world. And you know what you just said is pretty much what the old people would say in the Creole community I grew up in South Louisiana. They had a saying they'd say in French, "Danser les misères." That meant to dance your misery, dance away your pain, whatever's bothering you. You get on the floor, you dance, and before you know it, you're smiling, and the joy is in your heart, and you can't take it out of there for a while.
It's interesting I know what you do for us, I guess, because of how it made me feel, but what does it do performing live for you? Because after, you're right, 35 years and going over to so many different places over and over again, do you still feel that same spark go through you?
Well, the older I get, the more I look forward to every gig, and I appreciate every gig more. People might be feeling good out on the dance floor when we playing, but on the stage, that's when we all feel good. The musicians, I mean, we having more fun than anybody out there. And the joy of the music is not work when you're playing on stage. The work is getting there.
What was the experience for you winning the Grammys and realizing that you not only the audience but the industry understood who you were?
Well, it was an amazing feeling. This Grammy I'm holding in my hand now was the first Grammy we won, and it was in a category that myself and my wife, mainly my wife, Cynthia Simeon, who's my manager and agent, she's the one that made that happen, but led a campaign, you could call it, for 7 years to establish a category for Zydeco and Cajun music. And we got it. We got the category in 2007, and this was the first Grammy won in that category. And we had the category for 4 years, so we had 3 Zydeco and 1 Cajun band to win in that category.
Zydeco music, for those who aren't familiar with it, can you give them a brief history?
Oh yeah, Zydeco music is the music of the Louisiana French-speaking Creoles of South Louisiana. Okay, and the music is, throughout the years, the Creole music has evolved. The earliest form of the music was a style called the juré, which was done by just using clapping of the hands, stomping of the feet, and the voice. And these songs were actually recorded back in the 1920s and 30s by Allen and John Lomax when they were doing their field recordings for the Library of Congress. And they were quoted by saying that this juré music, the Creole juré music, was the most African sounding music they heard in the United States. But it was from the juré that the music evolved. Instruments like the accordion was added to it. And also we also have the trottoir, the rubboard, and other instruments were added throughout the years, and each time a different instrument was added to it, it brought a whole new sound to it.
Well, you're coming up to the Egyptian Theater coming up March 17th and 18th, and you have a relationship with Park City, don't you?
Yeah, we've been lucky enough to play Park City quite a few times, and we got a lot of people, some great people that really support the music there. And I just want to thank everybody in Park City for the years of supporting not only me but Zydeco music as a whole. And we looking so far to getting there. I mean, this is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and the vibe there is all about the people who live there, and the people make the place. And some of the best people I ever met in my life is from Park City, and I'm looking forward to getting back there.
Now, Terrence, you're going to be up at the Egyptian Theater. This is going to be March 17th and 18th. Tickets are still available, but Terrence always sells out, so you're going to want to hurry. You can get tickets at EgyptianTheaterCompany.org. That's EgyptianTheaterCompany.org. And this is the 17th and 18th. That's going to be our chance to see Terrence and the Zydeco experience again.
And don't worry about seating, because you won't be sitting. And if you've seen some of the video, it is crazy. So go up and have a good time. Terrence, thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. I want to thank the Egyptian Theater, and I want to thank Amber. And my daughter's a musician as well. I want to throw in a little plug for her. She got an Indiegogo thing going on. Just check out Marcella and her lover. She's raising money to do her next record.
Visit our website.
Visit her website. Thank you.
Have a great time, man. We'll see you at the Egyptian Theater. Oh, man.
I love that man. Did you love at the end how he's like totally promoting his daughter? Like,
Oh.
look, see, this is my daughter.
Good
She's
dad.
adorable. I know.
Hey, coming up,
This I don't get. There's the ripped jean trend. We've all seen that, where most of your thighs hanging out, but it gets weirder. We'll
does.
explain next. Merit Medical. Why work for fast food wages when you can start at Merit for a whole lot more? Merit Medical. Great products, great people, a great company. Learn more at merit.com/careers. The law offices of Robert J. DeBry and Associates, with offices in Salt Lake City, Sandy City, and St. George. Check them out at robertdebry.com.
it's Todd and Erin on the morning stream. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on GepHartDaily.com. There's a new trend.
Now, I really
Wait,
like...
but let me say this first. I am a fashion magnet. I know. There's a
You've
lot.
been wearing
There's a lot of.
Levi's 501 since you were 14 years old in a hoodie.
It's true, but
I know, it's cute.
yeah. So
But go on, tell me more.
the rip jean thing was
Mm-hmm.
big in the knees, you know, and then the more rips.
Now it's back and it's big time. Most of your thigh hangs out now,
Right.
part of your calf.
You
yeah.
got bedazzled.
It's like
Your butt has been bedazzled, and those are gone now.
that's gone.
So what will take its place? How about this?
No way. Okay, number one, they're mom jeans. Nobody looks good in mom jeans. See the high waist?
Yeah.
Even that cadaverous model doesn't
Well,
look
even
good.
Obama took a bunch of crap for it.
But the
right?
knees, why? Okay, so
Plastic.
it's cut out and then you've got plastic in the knee, so you've
Right.
got like a see-through knee thing.
Right.
Why the knees?
I have no idea.
They're not,
You know-
traditionally not an attractive part.
If
of
you
body.
had a nice, like on your thigh, if you had a nice tattoo, I can see.
Mm-hmm.
You could fill that with water and then a goldfish.
See, that would be cool.
That would be the next
Now I
trend.
can understand that. That would be exciting, but that makes no logical
just-
sense. There was
Designers drink a lot.
I remember vividly there was a movie in I think it was in the 80s, late 80s. It's Ryan O'Neal, and he designs jeans that have the butt cut out, and then there's two round plastic pieces that
Right,
go into
right.
it. So maybe that's their inspiration, but I'd almost rather have those kind than the knees.
I think the problem here would be fogging. Right? Condensation
I guess
on your knees.
I guess I'd never thought of
Well,
that.
the butt thing, you'd definitely have condensation.
Okay, we're done here. We'll move on. But anyway, if you do actually wear the plastic knee things, I want a picture. Will you please post it on our Facebook page? Thank you very much.
All right, so here's the deal.
Yes.
Like someone would call me and go, "Hey, Todd, come over. The guys are having soup." And I'm in, because I'm thinking myself, oh, beef stew, pile of meat in the middle, or I'm thinking
Something hearty.
corn chowder,
okay,
right? Or
okay.
something like, manly and stuff.
Sure.
But that's not what we're talking about today, because souping is the new juicing.
So it probably wouldn't be anything in big and husky. It would be more like,
Well,
like a
that's-
light vichyssoise, perhaps, or
No, like a
or like a cream of yeah, that looks like a
Squash.
nice squash.
Squash.
That's very pretty. Oh, that's the 0-calorie soup where it's basically it costs more calories to burn it than it does to eat it.
And you know there's
There's a lot-
there's kale in there.
A lot of celery and kale.
But this
A
is
lot.
what you should have: prosciutto, big bread, and then some corn in a soup, and that looks like kale, though.
The
This is-
pink soup.
this
Isn't
is
that
what you're gonna
pretty?
get.
That
That-
looks like beets and
It
sour cream.
does,
Now that's nice.
or yogurt.
You know, it's a nice change though because juicing is delicious and you can do it. I've done it before. There was
Right.
one day I went like, well, not one day. I lost 12 pounds, but I had to juice for 18 days straight. And by the end of it, I would have knocked over a KFC if you'd given me a crowbar. I mean, it was that bad.
She wasn't pleasant.
No, but I was thinner, and I think that's the important thing.
So if
I
you're
was
looking,
finally at the point where I was drinking something that looked like activated charcoal and small animal bones. But it worked. But the soup thing would actually be a lot more delicious. You would get more flavor.
but since you haven't done juicing in so long, if you're looking for a Ninja blender, I think $65 and it's yours.
Yeah,
That's-
we're done with
yeah.
that one.
So that's the new thing. I think I could do the soup thing.
The soup thing I could see. We should try that
Right.
out.
So it
'cause
has
it would be worth doing.
texture.
Yeah. And I think the heat actually makes a big difference.
Not that I need to lose weight.
No,
You're
baby.
supposed to say.
No, baby, you're totally svelte.
No, not really.
Totally.
Yeah, I'm svelte from the here up and from my thighs down. And the middle is just totally out of control.
Well, see, that's the part that I'll just walk in front of and block everybody.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
Yeah, I block out the sun with it. All right, so you're going to be excited about this because The Matrix, what's the difference between a remake and a reboot?
Now, see, I was beside myself when Warner Brothers said that they were going to redo this. The Matrix, like one of my favorite trilogies ever. I mean, Keanu Reeves as Neo.
I
He's our
know.
guy. He's our guy.
And that was way over the top for that time.
Yeah, it was
you know,
it was genius
technical.
technology. So
Right.
a reboot basically is when you're taking the centralized universe,
Mm-hmm.
the constellation of the original story, but you're adding in different planets to
All right.
the universe.
True.
A remake is when you're actually following the story, but you might be using
Right.
different actors and such.
But here's the bad news. Someone's not going to be in it. And, well,
This is heartbreaking.
this will answer the question.
He is the one.
That is so sad.
No, so I mean, Carrie Ann Moss isn't coming back as Trinity. Lawrence Fishburne is not coming back as Morpheus.
What?
I don't even think we get Mr. Anderson anymore, which makes me very sad.
Horrible.
I know, right? And then no
So-
Keanu. See, the trouble is the non-Keanu factor is crucial to me because you remember what happened with Point Break. The original Point Break
Oh, they
was
made two.
epic.
Haven't they made
Jo-
two?
And he played Johnny Utah,
Right.
the surfing guy with Patrick
Right.
Swayze, and it rocked. And
Jumps out of the plane without a parachute?
yeah, it made like 500 million at the box office, and then they redid it with Luke Bracey, who's a very nice Australian, but he was no Johnny Utah because he was not Keanu. Who is going to be
Maybe-
able to replace the charisma
Well-
of Neo? And no,
Maybe Keanu's too old now.
Keanu is never too old.
No, maybe he's too old. So when that bullet comes in at slow motion, it goes like this, and he leans back, and the bullet goes over. He's too old, so he falls down
It was
now.
my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my back.
That's not the same.
Seth Rogen.
I'll be excited to see it.
Seth Rogen
What do you mean?
as him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Gilbert Godfrey. That would be annoying.
What is wrong with you?
Well, there's many things
Those
wrong
are
with me.
dreadful choices.
All right, so we always like to end the show with something awesome, and this is a tribute, a shout out, which I hate that term, to the older citizens of America, and like this old gentleman. Whippersnappers in the store.
Wow, that is amazing.
Well, as Grandpa wails on the axe, we'd like to say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Where
That
can
is
they
beautiful.
find us?
Okay, it's embarrassingly easy. If you liked any of the videos today, you want to show something to somebody, maybe you missed part of the show, we're always available at getpartdaily.com. Day or night, whenever you feel like dropping in, the show is there waiting for you.
That's
So,
Todd and Erin Morning Stream on getpartdaily.com.